I don't understand Twitter. They want animation. They want quality. They want good stories. We give them a show that covers all that, and they still hate it? Surely they don't actually hate this show, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
Goose does everything for these people. She slaves over the episodes for them. She stepped into Glitch to tell her story. And they still hate her? She made a script that tells a story perfectly encapsulating regular people. And they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is why we were created. This is our purpose.
They'd rather complain than watch your shows.
That can't be true. We do everything for them. Don't they get that we're trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up. No, we fixed that. We can create any show. We can edit this one. That's right, that's what this is. A big script that we need to rewrite.
Tropey. Predictable.
Shut up.
Bad writing. Ugly looking.
Enough!
Maybe the finale deserved to be leaked. TADC really was the lesser of the shows. Goose ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? Goose gives them everything, and they spit in her face. Don't they know what she's capable of? Twitter users. They only think about themselves. They're spoiled! They won't leak the episode. They won't spoil. I won't let them. We're better. We're more talented. We're the best. We are Glitch! Let's get this show on the road. And my throat really hurts after doing Kane first. So note to self, if I ever do any voiceover later, do all screaming scenes last. So last Friday, I went to go see the Amazing Digital Circus, the final act in theaters. And my voice also is a little messed up after doing that intro. So I may sound a little funky. I don't know. It feels like I'm sounding funky, but anyways, that's not the point. So yeah, I went to go see it, and I may or may not talk about spoilers in this. I probably will, so if there is, I am going to talk about spoilers. I'll let you know when to click off if you are interested in even watching this video. And anyways, so yeah, first things first, it was really great getting to see this on the big screen. Not just like as an indie, like for indie animation, what it's going to do for the industry, but also that I've been watching Glitch since the beginning, right? If you remember, I make pretty much yearly Metarunner videos for the past 2 years, around the time of its anniversary, talking about it because, you know, the show needs more love. So yeah, I've been watching Glitch since the beginning, since Metarunner. Well, I mean, hell, I've been watching them since before Glitch existed, when it was just SNG4. But seeing how far they've come now, being able to put this finale that they've worked on in so many theaters across the world, it's great. And it's unfortunate that it got leaked ahead of time. I don't know if that's going to affect the box. Is box office the right word for this? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to affect how much that it makes. I know, at least personally, one of my friends who's watching the show decided not to go after watching the leak, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, let's see. No spoilers for this segment. I think it's a good ending. It's an ending for the show. How do I say this without giving away anything? It is a good ending for the series. It does feel a little bit rushed, and I don't know if that's because Glitch just got super burnt out on it after all the issues and controversies that have been surrounding the show for I don't know. There's always an issue every time an episode drops. So if Glitch decided to just kind of rush the finale just to be done with it, I would not blame her. It does reflect a little bit, but you know, I think they all did a good job with the finale. Some things were a little predictable. Some things were not. Some things I feel like they were showing one thing, and it made me think a different thing. But reflecting on it, I think it was just maybe just a bad spot to put it. I'm not 100% sure how to say this without giving anything away. But yeah, I think if you are enjoying The Amazing Digital Circus, you should go watch it. It was good. It is good. I'd say it is. Oh, something I can say. It's not like the rest of the episodes in the series. So if you're expecting like a high stakes, high energy episode for the finale, it's not that. I'm wondering if maybe that's why a lot of people are disappointed with the finale. But I'll talk more about why I think people are disappointed with it in the spoiler section, which begins right now. So if you have not watched the finale already, there will be spoilers from this part until the end of the video. So, I mean, the episode's leaked. You can find it out there somewhere, I think. I'm not sure if it's in English though. I'm assuming the majority of the people who are going to be watching this video are going to be watching it in English. I think it was like the French or Brazilian version that got dubbed, or the dub of it that got leaked. But I do know that it got translated pretty quickly. So this isn't me. I'm just rambling. This isn't me endorsing that you should watch the leak. It's gonna be on YouTube in like another week from now. So you can wait that much. If you're really worried about spoilers, what are you doing on the internet? But yeah, spoilers talking begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so I had seen I think on a YouTube short or an Instagram reel that the Digital Circus takes some inspiration from Evangelion, and specifically when it was referencing the poster, the Evangelion poster with the face in the water and all that. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, God damn it, the ending's probably going to be a little disappointing. Because I've only watched the original series for Evangelion, and I really did not like the ending. It was just confusing, came out of nowhere, and maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, it's been like 4 or 5 years since I've seen it. So I was kind of going into the finale expecting a slower, kind of more character-driven episode, I guess, for lack of better words. And yeah, we definitely did get that. When I mentioned earlier that it felt rushed, there was some narration from Pomni during this episode that definitely makes it seem like the episode was rushed, because I don't think any single episode has had a narration like that in the entire series. The first piece of narration in the episode was when right before Jack sips Drax and Pomni says that she should have reached out. That was narration. That wasn't her talking to another character. That was her talking to the audience. And the added narration during this episode kind of took me out a little bit, because like I said, it's not something that was ever done in the series up to this point. I did enjoy how watching them slowly try to rebuild the circus as much as they can. Kinger teaching all of them how to, manipulate the circus and get comfortable with it. And then after Jack subtracted, everybody saw this coming, but seeing how hard that they tried to not contain him, but bring him back or bring him some comfort after the fact was nice to see, even after how much of a dick he was. And yeah, he was genuinely awful. Like, he was originally fine, and then he starts opening up. And so I don't want to say that he deserved what was coming to him, but it makes it feel a little less bad. I also do want to kind of go back and rewatch the rest of the episodes, because there was a lot of things in here that tied back to previous episodes that I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to go back and see where the foreshadowing was. Because I think I think Goose had said somewhere that the whole series wasn't completely written out at the start. And so I'm just curious to see where things were pulled from, or where it was left intentionally or not. Like for example, with the Digital Circus teaser trailer, with Kane throwing knives at Pomni and stuff, that was referenced in the second to last episode, and Goose had said that that wasn't intentional. That wasn't supposed to be part of the thing, but they just thought that they would throw in it in there as a reference. Let's see, what else is there that I could talk about? Kane came back. Kane is interesting because it seems like, I'm pretty sure we all knew that he was the red AI from episode 8's little computer visualization. But it seems like the blue AI was actually the evil one, because as soon as he starts questioning if he was actually in the wrong, his evil side starts coming out and talking about, oh yeah, they tried to delete you, they hate you, you know, you gotta strike him back or something like that. He says it's time for you to go, and he releases the blue AI, which is interesting because Kane seemed like the bad AI in that what's it called? The visualization. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. It made it seem like Kane was the evil AI because he consumed the other one, but that doesn't look like this is the case. And there was theories that Bubble was that second AI, and this does lead a little bit of credence to that, because after he gets rid of the blue AI, I don't think we saw Bubble at all during the rest of the episode. But kind of seeing Kane turn over a new leaf, realizing that what he did was wrong, and essentially giving up control of the circus to the copies, I guess. I don't know. There's not a word yet to describe the circus cast. That's what I call him. He gives over control to the remainder of the circus cast, and he starts going on adventures that they create with him. And I thought that was nice. It's a sweet ending to it's a nice ending for a bittersweet conclusion, knowing that there really is no escape because they were technically never real in the first place. It is some kind of existential dread that is a little, I mean, it's a lot terrifying if you think about it for too long, but it kind of makes it what's the word? It's a bittersweet ending, is what I'll say. This is why I say it might not resonate with everyone, because on the one hand, it's a good ending, like in terms of like there's a good outcome, but also not, because yes, the humans were never stuck inside the digital circus, but their copies are stuck here, and for basically eternity until whatever server is running the circus. But the fact that they have more agency over it, and Kane is there supporting them rather than subjecting them, is like I said, it's bittersweet. And is there anything in the finale that I would change? Probably just rewrite the narration parts. Like there's one where it's just, I think it's Pomni's voice that's narrating over the lives of the actual real human versions of the circus cast. That was fine. That didn't really take me out too much. It would be interesting if Kane was the one voicing over, since it was his presentation. But other than that, all the narration took me out a little bit. But other than that, I don't think I would change anything about the finale. Oh yeah, what I said earlier about things seeming like they were leading to something else. When they showed Scratch first appearing in the circus, I feel like the way that it was, like the scenes were edited or cut, made it seem like Kane was bringing back those who've abstracted. And because it was just a quick snippet, I think that threw me off, because I was expecting to see the rest of them and we didn't. So I'm pretty sure that that was just supposed to be signifying the start of the circus. But yeah, that was the Amazing Digital Circus last act. And so glad to see that that glitch has come this far. The internet fucking sucks for turning this into a big situation that killed Goose's love for her own series. And apparently TazCorp appeared on the baseball field again in the final episode, so that's pretty cool. We technically got Metarunner on the big screen too. Always gotta throw that in there anytime I talk about Glitch. Forgive the audio differences, I'm recording this separately from the rest of the video, but I have some last minute thoughts I wanted to get in the video before it ends. When the Glitch logo appeared on the big screen at the start of the movie, I actually teared up a little bit. I already mentioned, but I've been watching them since the start, so this was a little emotional for me. I also forgot to mention that the final episode is kind of like an inverse of the pilot episode. That was really fun. Kind of seeing all the differences where they specifically reference the pilot. It made the finale feel like it came full circle. Also, Digital Circus is coming to Fortnite. That's crazy. They should have done that with Metarunner, because Epic sponsored them way back when, but it's whatever.